Your game of the week. Fins at the Ravens.
Yeah, I love this.
I'll let you set this one off.
It's just the reason I think this is like the game of the week. It's just a barometer. You got two teams. Okay, the Dolphins had all these new toys, and they look okay. They beat a division rival, right? Which is great. I don't know how good the Patriots are, but hey, a win's a win. 1-0, same thing. No matter how you get the win, you got to win, right? They have a win in the win column there. They're facing a Ravens team, which is kind of in the same boat, right? They play a really bad Jets team in week one. Lamar Jackson looks good. Don't get me wrong. He's going to play as hard as possible. And he's probably, I may put money on today for him to win MVP, right? Because he wants to make a boatload of money. And he's mad because they didn't give him a boatload of money. So
No, they
you have a
did. He just didn't want
yeah.
it.
You have a motivated Ravens team because of Lamar and a Dolphins team that is trying to say that they're dogs, right? That Tua is their guy, that they can make the playoffs. And those two ideas, those two things come to a head in this game. That's why it's maybe not the most like important when it comes to the playoff implications or anything like that, but it's a barometer to see where are these teams at? Are they for real? Or it is week 2, so whoever loses, obviously, this isn't the end of their season. But I think this is going to be a tall tale sign. How good are these teams actually? Because these are two middle of the road teams. Which one is in the upper echelon of the middle? Which one is in the lower? That's why I like this game.
Yeah, this is a really, really good game of the week to be picked, and I'm glad that we're breaking it down. When you think about the Ravens, number one, I think Lamar is an idiot. He is betting on himself, but if an injury happens, man, there's going to be a lot of money left on the table that he should have just taken the deal. And I get it. These guys want to be the highest paid, but he would have been the highest paid quarterback. How much money do you need, bro? But I agree with you. He's going to really try to ball out. He looked okay last week. The Jets aren't great. The Patriots, I think, are going to have the worst team that they've had in 20 years. So Miami beating up on them when that's always a house of horror for New England anyway. I wasn't super impressed with that, but they both win. Now Miami flies to Baltimore. I don't like Baltimore here. You know what I mean? They're 3.5-point favorites, I believe. I think
Okay.
Miami will cover that. I don't trust Baltimore because their running game is, these guys are all hurt. And, the Devin Duvernays of the world, I'm not impressed with their, the Rashad Batemans of the world. I'm not impressed with these guys. If Tua can stay upright, the skill players of Tyreek Hill, you know what I mean, and Waddle, they should make some noise. Gesicki is still good. I like their running game a whole lot more than I like the running game of the Ravens. And let's be honest, Miami Dolphin defense is pretty good. A lot of people don't want to give them their flowers. They've got decent players. Melvin Ingram was a nice find for them. I really like Xavier Howard. They've got good players, and they backdoor a lot of teams. And so they may or may not win, but I do like them to cover here. I'm going to take them straight up and think they're going to win this game. Your thoughts?
That's interesting. I don't have an opinion. I have no idea. I'm going to be watching this game. I'm going to have this off my TV. I'm curious. I don't know who's going to win this game. This is it. These are two teams in the same place right now. So it's time to find out who's for real because I could see this being a lopsided game. I just don't know who who it's going to lean towards. So it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. I like it a lot. This will say a lot about Tua because I personally don't think Tua is very good. I think his weapons make him better than he probably is. And so if Tua now goes out and has a fantastic game, we have to start looking at him a little differently. Tua's like my number one player this year to shut me up. Shut me up, Tua.
Makes
I need to
sense.
see it. I need to
This is
see
his
it.
time. He ain't gonna
This
have
is
better
your time,
offensive
dude.
weapons in his career than this time. I tell you that right now.
Nobody upgraded their offense more than the Miami Dolphins to help their franchise quarterback because they know that the egg on their face was they could have had Justin Herbert and the hype was
Yep.
all Tua and they took Tua. And so, while Tua is small, weak arm, not really, he gets hurt. He can get hurt easy. This is it. And they looked really good against the Patriots, which I think everyone's going to look good against the Patriots. So now prove it
Yeah.
by going on the road and beating a really good team. And then the narrative will be a little bit different coming out of my mouth. And I'll start giving you your flowers. But I do like Miami in this game. I like them a lot, especially plus the points.